the sun. There it is. Thank you for working with Linda throughout this process to make today possible. For those of you who don't know, Linda's commitment and love to the cause is very personal. Linda has 3 beautiful, healthy kids who are equally committed to make a difference in the pediatric cancer world. Linda does what she does around the clock because she made a promise to Mathias, also known as her boss, back when Mathias was on hospice. She promised that she would help us with the foundation and always honor his memory. Thank you, Linda, for keeping that promise and for loving Mathias just like one of your own. Friends, family, sponsors, golfers, and volunteers. First of all, we're sorry about the rain, but we did quickly think about changing the date. But then when Willie gave us the green light to go ahead, we thought, why not? Without being rude, we figured that kids that are battling cancer can face chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, and sometimes death. We can suck it up just a little bit today and deal with the rain. So thank you for your understanding.
Right.
Some of you have been here before and have heard me talk about Mathias's journey. If only love had the power to cure him, he would be here today. He would be a junior in college, living life to the fullest. Sadly, our love was not enough to cure him. He passed away on December 7, 2014, at the age of 13. He didn't even make it to high school. He never had a date, never kissed a girl, never drove a car, never had his first beer with us. There's just a lot that he and we missed out on. If only we had more time with him. For those of you who are new this year, you need to know that Mathias was diagnosed at age 11 with stage 4 bone cancer. The tumor in his leg was 21 centimeters, and he had over 86 spots in his lungs. Upon diagnosis, they told us that he has 4 to 6 months to live. He lived and fought for 29 months with such grace, or so much grace, and always with a beautiful smile. The reason why we are here today is to remember Mathias and all the other fighters whose lives were cut short because of the outdated treatment options. We will honor those who have fought and raise awareness and funds for those who are fighting today and those who will be diagnosed tomorrow. Everything that we do is done wholeheartedly because of Mathias. We miss him so much, and we need to stay busy helping others to keep his legacy alive. We're so proud to be a nonprofit that is 100% volunteer-based, and that every penny that we raise goes back out to support the families affected by pediatric cancer. In 2020, despite COVID, we managed to pay the remaining $65,000 to Inova Shar Cancer Institute to complete our 3-year pledge of $250,000 to support the adolescents and young adult programs through Life with Cancer. With the purchase of our season tickets at the Audi Field, we were able to invite many cancer families for a night of soccer with food and drinks on Team Mathias. We once again adopted 6 families for Christmas and spent over $10,000 to make them smile Christmas morning. We also gave our very first Mathias Giordano scholarship to a very well-deserved young lady who graduated nursing school. The list of things that we did goes on, because cancer didn't stop when COVID came around. We are a small foundation, but we like to do big things. We can do those things because of you and your support. We're so thankful for the love of this community throughout the years. Right now, there is so much heartache and pain around us and in the world that needs care and attention. Personal losses, COVID, cancers, the 20th anniversary of 9/11, all the Afghan refugees, just to name a few. We understand that these are all great causes to get behind and support. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for choosing to be here today to support Team Mathias and our mission. If you're playing today, have fun. And if you're volunteering, have fun too. But please work as if the boss is watching you and make him proud. At this point, I'd like to invite our dear friend Alessandra up to say a few words and share her beautiful story about how she got involved with pediatric cancer and how she's making Mathias proud every day. Thank you all.
It's always so hard talking after Roya. So I just wanted to say a special thank you to everyone that's in attendance today. Obviously, it means the world to everybody that's here. Last year, 2 years ago, I received the Team Mathias Scholarship Fund. It wasn't only an honor, but such a meaningful gift from such an amazing family. As many of you know, and some of you may not, Mathias was and always will be one of my childhood best friends. A person so full of love and happiness. It was such a pleasure for him to be part of my life and for me to be part of his. In the years of knowing Mathias, it still baffles me to this day how selfless he was as a human being. For a long time, I couldn't grasp how giving he was while cancer was taking so much from him. Before he passed, I made a promise that I would make sure his legacy led on, that I would do everything I could to help in the pediatric world. Today, I'm a registered nurse, and I walk the same halls where Mathias was treated. On the pediatric oncology unit at Inova Fairfax, there's a little corner in the back of the unit dedicated by Mathias. A lot of days I get to see kids playing in that honorary corner of the unit, and it brings tears to my eyes every time I share the story with my patients and the kiddos. The friendships and bonds that are made in that corner would make Mathias so proud, and I know it would light up a smile on his face. I can feel his presence in the sun. I worked a night shift last night, guys. Sorry. The sun is shining in through those windows, and clearly today because it was supposed to downpour.
All right.
Although there's so much more that I want to do for the pediatric oncology field, working on this floor has been the best experience, and I am truly grateful for getting the opportunity and for knowing someone so special for making me choose this path. There's actually someone here today that I'd love to welcome up here with me. Someone that I've had the pleasure of taking care of. Alaina, I'm talking about you, girlfriend.
Go ahead.
Get on up here. So this is Alaina. She has been battling leukemia for close to 2 years now. There's not enough words to describe how proud I am of this girl and how lucky I am to be one of her nurses. I wanted to give her the opportunity to speak a little bit about her story today. So if you'd like.
Hi, my name is Alaina Gibson, and I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in December of 2019. As a high school junior, I was very active in my community, and I had a job, and I played rugby, and I would volunteer when I could. All of it stopped when I was admitted for the first time. I was welcomed by many different charities who offered a bunch of gifts and games and stuff, but the one that stood out to me was Team Mathias. I met Alessandra over the many months that I was receiving treatment. She was very supportive of me, and we grew to become good friends. There are many nights when I was in the hospital and Roy would send me and my parents dinner. They also help families by offering event tickets to DC United, but unfortunately we couldn't go last year. And they organize blood drives and promote childhood cancer awareness. They understand how overwhelming it is having gone through it themselves. Chris and Roy have been very loving and supportive throughout my journey, and many others like mine. I'm very honored to be here today. So thank you, Roya, and thank you, everybody. Thanks for inviting me to share my story.
So, because you're so brave and because of everything you've done, Linda, come up here. We have all chosen you to be the recipient of this year's scholarship. And we are so proud of you for being in college. It's not much, but we hope that it will help you and cheer you on and make you fight harder than ever.
have sunglasses on. Wow, this is what this is all about, folks. If we haven't met before, I'm Willie Lutz. I'm the general manager of Raspberry Falls. I've had the distinct honor and privilege of helping this group since inception, and I think it's 7 or 8 years now? 8 years? I'm losing track. Roy is not aging, but Chris and I are distinctly aging. But in any case, if you've ever been touched by Mathias, as I was, you would understand why this is such an emotional deal and how powerful this is. I think he woke me up this morning. I had my alarm set for 4:15 to get here and battle the torrential rain and do our best, because we just knew at 10 a.m. the sun would be shining without a shadow of a doubt. Linda called me earlier this week. We were looking at a very ominous forecast, and she said, Willie, the sun is gonna be shining at 10 a.m. on Thursday, and God willing, here we are, and I knew she was right. Well, he woke me up, and thankfully he did, because we had a little extra work to do. So first, before I get too deep, I don't normally take an opportunity to commend the staff, but there was a Herculean effort by both the Team Mathias volunteers and the staff here at Raspberry Falls to get everything together for today. So please, just a quick round of applause. Thank you so much, guys, for your tireless work. Big round for my man, Gilbert. Gilbert was here at 3:05. I got an email that he opened the building. So, T-Money, thanks for all you do. You're looking good as always. Is he drinking on the job? You're not supposed to tell me that, Roy. You always said don't tell Willie. Right. You're the boss today. So I'm going to get started with the basic golf stuff here, but I do have to point out we took on a tremendous amount of rain. The golf course drains very well. It's in fantastic shape. There are going to be some challenges, and I've got a huge ask. Before you spend too much time with the beverage people that are going to be making sure you stay fully hydrated all day, I do need to ask that we keep all 4 wheels on the cart path today. Chances are you will probably get stuck if you don't do that. So please, I'm begging you. I already talked to Linda. She's not going to invite you back if she catches you with your cart off the path today. The golf course will be very sensitive with the amount of water out there. The good news is the maintenance staff got out there nice and early. They blew off all the greens. It's going to be very playable. They even threw a bonus at us. They had to shorten hole 9 a little bit because of some water issue. So it's almost a guaranteed eagle for just about everybody. We're going to be playing from an up tee there. So hopefully you can take full advantage of that in the competitive ranks. Okay, I'll talk more about the cart path only stuff and give you